What's up, everybody? So I just did an awesome podcast with these two guys, Red and Brandon. It's supposed to come out in 2 weeks, but anyways, I was explaining something to them that I just want to relay to you, having to do with light and how we placebo affect our own reality and how that works in regard to light. And I basically had to explain how the universal concept of the Big Bang is all a gravitational based model, and the fact that there's a dust cloud that coalesces into a star and then the leftovers turn into planets, that's all a gravitational based model. And this was all postulated before we knew what electricity was and electrons. And when we look around in our environment, we can see that everything that we use on this planet is operated with electricity. And the old combustible model, like let's say cars with combustible engines, these cars are inefficient to electric cars, right? I just put my name down for the Tesla truck, and this truck goes faster than a 911 Porsche. And it's a truck that doesn't scratch or dent. So it's got an electric engine, so it goes faster. It is more efficient. It's a better way. So our universal construct of the basically burning ball of gas as the sun is an old model. It's several hundred years old. The new updated Mazel tov. The new updated model is of an electric universe, or an electroplasmic universe. And how that goes is that our star is an electric node amongst many other stars in the galaxy, and it's being fed and sharing information from the center of the galaxy, which is connected and is a node connecting to all of the other galaxies. There are scientific pictures depicting the galaxy, and it looks sort of like a three-dimensional spider web-ish type thing. And you can see that they're all connected, and they all travel in filaments. There's filaments of galaxies, and it looks very organized. So our galaxy has stars, and all of the stars are sharing information, and that information is getting transmitted to the planets, which are growing. Our planets are not dying. Our star is not dying. Everything is feeding into itself. And as the light source comes into our planet, the light source actually facilitates life, and it facilitates reality as we know it, physical reality as we know it, because light is a multidimensional phenomenon. It is tuning the physical reality that we experience. And as this information comes in at different spectrums, our reality is tuned. So if we want to have the most updated information available to ourselves, to our brain, to our subtle body, and to our harmony with the reality that is getting that information also, we must be out in the sun. And as we are out in the sun, being more tuned to our reality, we are more harmonious to the physical reality, which means that we are more in resonance with our reality and our capability to connect. Maybe I would go so far to say control the circumstances of this physical reality are at a higher level the more light we are exposing ourselves to. Light is a phenomenon that is taught to us very incompletely. So attaining information about light and applying it to your life is important, and that's how I came to know these concepts that I am channeling through myself to you. So the bottom line is, become harmonious with the light, you become harmonious to reality, and reality becomes harmonious to your state of being, and your state of being is harmonious to the light. And as the light shifts, which happens every single day, there's different spectrums, there's different intensities and energetic shifts in our light. as our star is communicating with the other stars and traveling through the different energies of the galaxy, right? The galaxy would have seasons, just like as the Earth goes around our star, we experience seasons. So stay tuned to the light, stay tuned to your reality so that you are operating with resonance of your reality and not in opposition to your reality. Let me know what you think about that, because I just thought about it today on the podcast and talked about it for the first time, and now I'm sharing it for the second time. But look out for this podcast. It was one of the most information dense podcasts I've ever done, because it was with two guys that basically, they're comedians and I had to start from the beginning on every concept. I had to start way back from the beginning, because I didn't know how much they knew about the subjects. Most podcast hosts know a little bit, so I can kind of make assumptions about what they know. This one, I made no assumptions. I started from ground zero and worked my way up before, like 10 minutes before I said the answer to the question that they asked. I enjoy doing this so much, you guys. Thank you so much for receiving and watching. Have a good now.